Oh, I can't zoom. All right. So, I don't know how well you're gonna see this. I'm trying to turn. Don't know how well you'll see this. I can't zoom in. I'm doing it on my stupid phone. All right. So, this little lock, I tried to take it apart nicely, and stay to the end, folks. Stay to the end. It's gonna be really funny. So I tried to drill out the rivet heads before I took this lock apart. And I drilled out the heads. And then when I tried to take it apart, the 4 pins, the 4 posts, I don't know if this is cast magnesium or cast aluminum, but the 4 pins, the 4 male pins that go into the female body before the heads of the rivets are smashed down, the heads were gone. But when I took this thing apart, it broke the 4 male pins off. Here's one of them right there. They just broke off. I didn't even have to drill out the head, the riveted, smashed over head. These little itty bitty pins, these 4 pins just broke off. And stay to the end, because I want to show you that. So I got the body apart. So you've got this spring metal plate that helps detent on the combination wheels. Okay, good. That's to give positive feedback and make sure the combination wheels are in the right spot. There's this piece of iron in this body. I'm not sure what it's for. It's not magnetic, so I don't know what its purpose is, but it's there. So the manufacturers decided it needed to be there for a purpose, but I don't know what that purpose is. So they wouldn't have put it there, because every little thing you do adds cost to the manufacturing process. So I have no idea why they would have put this there, because it's not protecting anything. It's not like they're trying to drill into this part of the body to. So I have no clue what that is. So the real beauty is. Can you hear the train? Can you hear the train going by? I hope not. So the real beauty of this mess is that there are 4 false gates in this inner circle and the true gate, and they are all. I only tested 2 of these. I tested this inner ring, I tested this inner ring, and they were all almost exactly at 90 thousandths wide. So that's where we normally catch our game. Is we're finding a gate that's a little bit bigger than the other gates. The false gate and the real gate. You won't be able to see this, I'm sure. If I took a still picture, you might be able to see that. Yeah, you can't see that. So the false gates and the real gate were 90 thousandths of an inch. So that means the false gate and the real gate felt the same. And then also the slop between the combination wheel and the I don't even know what these parts are called. The inner wheel. I have no idea. But the slot between the dial wheel and the inner cylinder, whatever these things are called, don't know what they're called. Somebody yell at me. So you got the slop between this and then the perfect same measurement on the false gate and the real gate made these really hard to decode. And I feel fortunate. The ones that I've decoded before, that must have been 60% luck. I do feel confident that I could probably decode these a little bit better by feel in the future, because now I know there are each one of these wheels has 4 false gates. So that means when I find a gate, now I only have 5 numbers to deal with on that wheel. And you can tell the difference. When you're in one of the false gates or real gates, well, this one's still got the right combination in it. Maybe it does. Why won't you shut? That's weird. What about this one? This one shut? Yeah, this one shut. So when you are in a, let me scramble some of these. When you are in, I know this last number is 0. When you are in a false gate or a real gate, you can move it from the little slot that you'd normally stick a screwdriver into to pick it around. You can move from slot to slot. When you are not in a gate, you've got pressure. But then when I go to that next false gate, I'm able to move it. So I can at least detect all 5 of the gates. I don't know which ones are real or which ones are false, but I can at least tell which ones are gates. And then it's just a mathematical, well, try this combination, this combination, this combination. So you can still crack it, but it's going to take time, and you can't do it by feel. So the sloppiness from the outer ring to the inner ring, but then the precise sizing of the fake gates, the false gates, and the real gate, that's what throws us off, is because the gates are the exact same size. I probably can't show you that with calipers. But you're just going to have to take my word on it. The false gates and the real gate are exactly, well, I got anywhere from 87 thousandths to 92 thousandths, so that's 5 thousandths of an inch, which 5 thousandths of an inch is, I don't know, the thickness of a hair. So that's why they're so hard to decode by feel. But knowing that, if I had enough time to spend with it, I could still do it. Because I know I only have 5 numbers on each combination dial that I'm dealing with. So that reduces my combination possibilities drastically. But still, doing it by feel, you're not going to have a 100% success rate. But now, thank you guys for staying here this long. It's now at 8 minutes. Now I need to show you. So I drilled out all 4 of these rivets to pop this thing open, because I just assumed that I would drill out the rivets and lift this straight up off of these posts. That's not what happened. All 4 of these posts got broken off by this tiny little screwdriver. This is how much leverage I had that I broke these 4 posts off. So give this thing a whack with a hammer, or even get in there, if you can get in there and with a flat blade screwdriver and apply some torquing motion. You're gonna break this thing open. So that was what I wanted to show you, was this little itty bitty baby screwdriver was able to break this thing open. Even though I drilled out the heads, the posts are still stuck in there. So anyway, that's all I got for you tonight, guys. Have a good one. Be safe. Goodbye.